Alrighty, so driving outside of Antalya, setting off a bit later than I've planned to, so I may end up getting there after dark, which will be interesting. Setting up camp, trying to get the fire going, maybe putting some snow chains on in the snow. The new snow chains that I got, just some easy, quick clip around ones. Bit of a bargain, 45 lira in the back. I've got a bit of sleeping stuff, hopefully keep me warm enough. A little bit of cooking stuff, sleeping bag. Oh, fuck, I've got pillows. Fuck it, who needs pillows? I'll just use my extra jumper if I don't need it. Oh well, there we go. All the blue buildings around my area used to just look white. Now all the balconies and sides are painted blue. Blue city, motherfuckers! Oh! So this water truck in front has just reminded me that I better top up and get some extra water for the camping trip, so that I can boil and have stuff to drink and make my coffee and cook some stuff, whatever else. Always important to take water with you, especially when you're camping, when you're off grid. You never know what can happen. I don't know if you can see the mountains in the background over there. It's kind of where I'm going to be looking to head. Be looking for the snow line, hopefully not too far out of the city. Set up some camp somewhere up around there, we'll see. Can't escape the old traffic jam. Not even at 5 o'clock on a Saturday on New Year's Eve. Don't know where they're going. They're getting away from the city, away from the party. Oh, maybe they're all going snow camping. Sun sets over the mountains in Turkey. Do 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 do. Quick stop in at BIM, cheapest little grocery store that you can find in Turkey. Let's get some water. Got my water, some extra peanuts, time to get back on the road. Well, now that I'm away from all the city traffic, I'll probably tell you a bit more reason of why I'm doing this trip. So it's the evening on New Year's Eve, and rather than starting off the year with a hangover after being out in a place that's super crowded and expensive and crazy and music I'm not really that much into, I have decided to get out of the city. And so I'm going camping on my own. My wife is working tonight. Yep. It's the realities. And so I'm taking a little bit of a leaf out of the Mazda Road Life book. So my brother's got his own Facebook page and YouTube channel of Mazda Road Life, where he's cruising around in his little Mazda 2 around Australia. So this one's going to be a little version of Turkey Fiat Road Life, and yeah, we'll see how it pans out. So it appears the semi-main road that's heading up towards the town that I want to go to, or behind the town, is kind of a bit off-road-ish, but oh well, so be it. We've got some beautiful scenery here in between the hills and some bit of autumn colour. Oh, here we go. Cutting some bends as well. Just behind that, you can't really see it, some snowy peaks. Dirt roads, taming the life on New Year's Eve. Driving to the mountains near Antalya. Alright, so here we go. Back on the right path. See the sign there? Geekbeide. Pointing a completely ridiculous direction. Alright, let's go the other way. So that's the town there of Geekbeide. Still driving on though. My thing altitude says we're about 535 right now. Ultimately I'm looking at cracking just over 1 kilometre up, so up hopefully in the snow line. Not too cold though, not enough that my car's going to get bogged anywhere, but yeah, it should be an interesting cold evening at around Calgary altitude, city I used to live in Canada, so could have a bit of feeling of old. Approaching our first patches of real kind of settled snow, and I guess we're just going to get more and more. Just wound down the window and it is quite chilly outside, so let's see how the night's going to go. Hopefully I've prepared enough, got enough stuff, hopefully I can get a fire going. I haven't got any wood with me, I've brought an axe, so it's going to be interesting for sure. Well, you can see now there's a fair bit more snow, and we're, I don't know if you can see that, 830 metres above sea level. It's getting dark, looks nice. Never camped in snow before. If all else fails, I'll sleep in the back of the car. I'll definitely give it a good crack. So I've just pulled over for a second as I'm up in around the snow. Got the mountains all there. But that over there is the city of Antalya, which is down by the ocean, or the sea, Mediterranean Sea, and regularly hits 45 degrees Celsius during the summer. But here I am looking straight at it. Oh, feeling pretty fucking cold in the snow. Beautiful view. Evening driving through some snowy forest. Oh my god, I am so glad I did this. Anyone that knows Tamer, even the smallest amount, know that this is it's pretty close to heaven. Woo! So I've kind of come into the valley that's behind the first hill or first mountain, so I guess it's kind of protected from the sun and wind and everything. And there is so much snow around here, so much snow, and it's fair to say that I'm definitely going to be setting up camp in the dark and finding wood in the dark and cooking dinner in the dark and doing everything else in the dark. But I'll still do my best to try and film it or grab some pictures or whatever. Yeah, for now, this is the road I'm on. Slightly ploughed. The road, that is. I haven't had anything to drink. And yeah, plenty of snow, super dark, no one around. Ooh, spooky. Alright, I know you can't really see very well because it's become super dark, but I've found a spot on the side of the road which has, oh my god, you just missed that. There was a massive lightning out over the ocean. Anyways, that's Antalya down there. Found a spot on the side of the road where it's, well, I'm walking through snow, but it's not too bad. So hopefully I can find a nice spot a little further up here. Even if it gets super dark, I've still got a little bit of city light. It's not so deep of snow. It's a mix between. And I wonder how I'm going to make a fire, because there isn't a lot of obvious wood around here, and the ground is covered in snow, so I can't really burn that. But things aren't meant to be easy. It's going to be interesting. Awesome. So a little bit of an update. I got here when it was dark, tried to set up the tent in the dark, couldn't find the pegs, eventually found them after about like 20 minutes, and got the tent going. Put some stuff in the tent, so like a couple of blankets and stuff. Then went hiking around in the snow trying to find some semi-dry, semi-dead wood that I can try and make a fire with. Took a while, fair bit of walking, not much light, only a little bit from like the phone, and this headlamp's really low. And got enough to at least try to start a fire, but it's so cold, the lighters aren't working very well, it's not catching on very good. I've tried a few times, haven't been able to get the fire going. So, and yeah, it's getting quite cold. So I've just popped back into the car, got the iPhone on a little bit of charge, putting some clothes underneath my track pants, some thicker socks, and yeah, just getting ready to reset and get back out there and give it another crack. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. At the moment it's about 8:30, so 8:30 PM. Yep, let's have a look. Okay, so I don't know exactly how long ago it was since I checked in with you, but that whole time between, I think it's about 9:40 or something now, I've been trying the whole time to try and get the fire going using different accelerant things and papers and whatever else. The long lighter that I got from for yesterday, it's not really working very much. Nothing's lighting, it's just not getting hot enough to be able to light. And even just the lighter I was using got to a point where I just was trying to just hold the flame, and then actually the plastic on the lighter melted and the thing kind of like exploded. So I don't really have any source of lighting anything anymore, even though I was not really going to light. So what I've done now is I've crawled into my tent and rugged up a bit, because, well, not only can I not cook stuff, but I'm not going to be able to really keep warm unless I stay in here and rug up. So, a little bit of time to chill, or warm, whichever one, and rest a bit, because it's just been so tiring the last few hours. And then, yeah, we'll see what we can do after that. Alrighty, so it's almost 11 o'clock. Here's the situation. Couldn't get the fire going. Tried to sleep in the tent for like an hour. Way too cold. I could probably have survived it. Like it would be okay, but I would have rugged up, and it would have been pretty difficult. Didn't have a pillow, so it was either give up a blanket or a pillow to be able to sleep, like, you know, comfortably. So what I've done is I've grabbed everything, I've packed up the tent, I've thrown it in the back of the car. I've got the heater going a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit in the car, I'm going to make some food. Can't cook anything, but Hopefully a couple of the buns that I have aren't completely frozen. Tomatoes not frozen. Yeah, so we'll see about that. Can't make a coffee, but in the meantime, there's an hour until New Year's. Just behind me, you probably can't see it very well, I've got a killer view of Antalya. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit up here, I'm going to relax, listen to some music, make some food in the car, and surrounded by snow, and wait for New Year's, and then sit out on the snowbank over there and watch the fireworks across the whole city of Antalya. Sounds pretty good to me. So while I'm waiting for New Year's, I just thought I would check that I could, get the car out comfortably. And rookie mistake, I dug myself into a bit of a hole. Lucky thing is, today I bought some snow chains, just little cheap ones, and I snapped one of them that used to have a little metal thing on it. So I was getting a bit worried since my normal phone's about to die. It's New Year's Eve. I'm well out of the city. I don't speak Turkish, well, not very well, and all of that. So I put on a couple extra of the chains and shook the car a bit and nudged it over. So, lucky. You can't really see it because I don't have good exposure on the camera and stuff, but also above me, even though there's all the city lights and stuff, it's a really dark night, so there's a lot of stars out and about. So plenty of fails, but plenty of wins. So counting down to New Year's, there's a few minutes left. So got the snowy road right there back down the mountain, and got the city out across there. It's a bit brighter than what it looks like in the camera. And Antalya University Radio is cranking the Macarena. Party, 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 party. Woohoo! Hey, Macarena! Hey, it's New Year's! Hopefully you can see that. All those sparkles going off across the city. It's all fireworks. So with the naked eye, it looks like when you see a stadium or a concert or something like a sports thing, and you just got photos going off everywhere. That's what the city looks like at the moment. So, 2017. And here we are driving the dark road back down the mountain. Gonna go home and make a nice warm coffee and wait for my wife to get home from work and surprise her and start the rest of 2017 with my wife. Have a good New Year, guys.